I want to let you guys know some FBI crime statistics and how much money has been lost. And I want to let you know a couple more warning signs and how you can report this, whether you're in the US or not. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm really excited to be back. I got a really good video for you today, and it's all about romance scams, okay? As we know, most of them are military romance scams. It's, whoever it might be posing as a military member, saying they're in Afghanistan, giving you all this crazy information and this really believable story, but they're not, okay? So I'm gonna go over today, I'm gonna go a little more in depth. We're gonna hit where they're coming from as far as where you're being targeted with these types of scams. I want to let you guys know some FBI crime statistics and how much money has been lost. And I want to let you know a couple more warning signs and how you can report this, whether you're in the US or not, okay? And this is going to help different governments with their interagency cohesion to help stop these guys from stealing money from you, because it's very hard earned. Okay, we're gonna dive right into this. So there are many different ways they can scam you, right? Most of the individuals on this channel are coming from romance scams, and that's how it all ends up, leading down that romance scam road. But like I got a list of things. So online games, right? You could be playing any online games and you'll meet a scammer, whether it's playing video games, Fortnite, Overwatch, you name it, any kind of like multiplayer online game. There's scammers all over. There's a lot of different stories about people playing Fortnite running into scammers. Can I have an iTunes gift card? Can I have an Xbox gift card? This, that, and the other. Different social media platforms, and I'm talking about all of them, whether it's Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, you name it. You can run into them on there. Your emails. I've noticed an influx of different questions about this. Yes, those are email scams. They normally come out, hey, this is a letter from the United Nations saying, this guy needs this money, or you're gonna be in trouble for this, this, and that. It's just another way to scam you. If you're getting emails from official government websites that are non-official, right, raise the question. If you owe money or something on someone, they will reach out to you through official channels, not unofficial channels. And if it says official channel, it's probably unofficial, okay? Official channels don't put on there that they're an official channel, okay? You could be being messaged through like Google Hangouts. I notice is a bigger uptrend now, like Google Hangouts. Or if you meet someone on a social media platform and they're like, hey, move over to Google Hangouts, I'd like to talk there. Question that. Why do you want to move there? Why can't we just talk here? And then again, there's a ton of different apps. I can't even name them all. And I apologize, I'm looking at my notes. But there's so many different apps, okay? So if you meet someone and they're telling you to migrate to a different app for whatever reason, just question it and go with your gut, okay? So I wanted to also talk about how I always mention Nigerian scammers, because that's typically, out of most cases, that's what we see as Nigerian scammers. And of course, it's a impoverished country in West Africa, right? They live on less than $2 a day. And for them, it's just a criminal organization that make a lot of money doing this, right? So a lot of the Nigerian scammers, they give you fake locations. I'm a American so-and-so living in Kuwait, and I'm working on a top secret base, and I can't really video call you because it's not allowed. But if somehow I had a cell phone and met you on a dating app, which it doesn't make sense, y'all. My point is these scammers, right? They're gonna meet you, and then they're gonna target you. And one of the main targets is, are you contacting them? So when they know you're interested, they want to continue to talk to you. They want to continue to sink their claws in as far as they can. So if you're frequently contacting them, they're going to love you because they don't have to try. So, frequent contact makes you a target, okay? You're an immediate target for a scammer. Everyone knows if they tell you that they love you like that, okay, there's something wrong here. You don't love me, you don't even know me, right? So we have to be cautious about that. And of course, the fake pictures. There's always going to be fake pictures, and I really need all of you to listen carefully and do your due diligence and search for who you're talking to. If they don't have a social media platform, something's wrong, right? You know, like for me, I stay off Facebook. I stay off of those platforms. But you know, Jessa knows who I am. She knows I'm not a scammer. But so there will be certain people who don't have social media. But I tell you what, 9 times out of 10, someone's got a Twitter, someone's got an Instagram, they have a Snapchat, they have a Facebook. I mean, they have a Telegram, a WhatsApp. You name it, they have it, okay? So your average person would be expected to have a social media platform, okay? So they're probably gonna have one, and it's important that you do your due diligence, and that's doing your research on the individual you're talking to. And you know, a lot of times back in the day, and 20 years ago, you might not had to do that, but now you do. Technology is evolving, scams are evolving, and their way to get money from you is evolving. So we need to just keep up with those times, right? We need to keep evolving with them. If they ask for money, you know there's something wrong immediately. And some of these scammers won't ask for money right away. You'll start talking to them, they'll give you a week or two, right? And then they might ask for something small. Can I have a favor? Can I have a gift card? You know, and they're gonna test the water. They're gonna test the water right away to see, you know, will they grab the bait? And if they do, you're gonna see an immediate renewed interest. Like, wow, I just got a gift card, cool. I'll pump the brakes for the next couple weeks and then I'll ask again. And that's how people get on the hook. You know, they kind of nickel and dime you per se. They nickel and dime you all the time. Little gift card, little purchase here, there. And then it gets bigger because then you get vested in them, right? You have a vested interest now. You've given them money, they've given you time. And now this cycle is going to keep going where they just keep pulling money from you and you keep putting time into it. And then you think they really like you because of all this, but they probably won't video call you. And that's always going to be one of those problems. These people aren't going to video call you because they're not who they say you are. And girls are not the only ones affected by this. There are many romance scammers that are guys posing as girls. So it works both ways. Just to give you a few little things to look at again, and these are just some warning signs. Are they posing as an American and they say they're not in the country? Oh, I'm not in the U.S. I'm deployed. I'm out in a secret location, in a secret base, and I can't video call you or take pictures, but I can text you all day. Something's wrong. There's something wrong there. It doesn't make sense. They come on super strong to begin with, right? These are probably the scammer types that want an immediate reaction from you, or they're not going to waste their time with you. So if you shut them down every time, they'll probably just block you and move on, right? If you question them, you know, they're probably gonna shut down and then they're gonna block you and move on, okay? You know, why do you need this money? Where's your family? How old's your daughter? What's their birthday? You know, do your due diligence, doing your research. You know, where's your family from? Oh, that's, you know, try to get to know them because maybe they're not a scammer, maybe they are. This is about scams, so most likely they're gonna be a scammer if you're asking these types of questions. And always get a video call. And that's just part of your doing your research and your due diligence. You have to video call these individuals. You have to see if they are who they say they are, okay? That's just very, very crucial. And everyone knows, are their grammar off and can they not compile a sentence? Does it just seem off? Does your email seem off when you're getting an email scammer? Is there a message, a Google Hangout on Twitter? Did someone message you on a game asking you for something, or asking to be your friend, or trying to Facebook friend you? Be careful. Do not let these scammers in your social circle. Do not let them in your social circle. Be very careful, okay? Because once they get into your social circle, you have just put everyone inside that social circle at risk as well. And when I talk about a social circle, I mean everyone in your Facebook, on your Facebook, in your friends list is in your social circle. Be very, very careful about that, okay? Because once they're in and they broke through you to get into that, it can be bad news for everyone if they start talking to other people, right? Because they're going to give your information out to different people, different accounts. They're going to start taking names. This isn't one person doing this. This is a group effort. It's a criminal organization, okay? So be very careful. And the last thing I wanted to really say is go with your gut feeling. Is there something off? Because I tell you what, even when I'm trading the stock market, this is just an example. I know if something's wrong. I know if I should sell something, or if it doesn't seem right, it's not right. If you're going somewhere and something doesn't seem right, it's probably not right. So go with your gut. If something seems really, really off, stop what you're doing. You're not losing anything by not talking to these people. So if something seems off, block them and get out of there. Run, okay? Now, I'm gonna go through some steps on how you can take action if you're being scammed, okay? If you're being scammed, I need you to contact the site that you were scammed on, okay? And contact their admin and customer service or whatever. Let them know the profile, the messages, who it is, what they're asking for, and why you believe it's a scam, okay? These sites need to know what is happening. The second thing is, if you end up sending them money or something has happened, get a police report. You can get a police report from your local agency, whether you're in, the United States or not. You can get a police report, it doesn't matter. And that's mainly for you. That's mainly for you to cover your butt, because if they're involved in criminal organization stuff, you don't want it funneling back to you. You talked to them, you sent them money, you don't know what they're using that money for, right? So you got to be careful with that. They might be using that money to fund a drug operation, right? Well, you just gave them money. What does that make you? Exactly. So when everything rolls downhill, they're going to find out where this money comes from. Because remember, anytime you send money, it can be tracked, unless it's certain cryptocurrencies, which is much more difficult to track. However, it still has a wallet location and a Bitcoin address. But sometimes a lot of that stuff can get really, really crazy. And did you all know that you can make a report to the FBI? The Federal Bureau of Investigations has a unit. It's called IC3. And I wanted to read something right off their profile. And I'm going to actually link their information in our description. So you guys can go there and you can look at their FAQs and you can look at how to make a report. And it does specifically say it doesn't matter whether you're in or out of the United States, you can make a report, because these interagencies through different countries, they work together to stop this type of stuff, to stop you all from being scammed. So I will make sure to put that in the description. So if you're being scammed, you can make a report and you can tell them all the information they need to know, okay? It's gonna walk you through step by step what they need to know, where you met them, what they said, what constitutes them as a scammer, all this stuff, okay? They're not gonna collect evidence or anything like that, but they're gonna flag that site. And I'm sure if you're giving them information on that site, you're not the only one. But I think a lot of people don't know how to go about doing it. And I want to let you know that the FBI does have a unit that is specifically for this. It's the Federal Bureau of Investigation's Internet Crime Complaint Center. It's called IC3. And you can file a formal complaint that you have been a victim of a romance scam or a scam of any kind through the internet, okay? And I also wanted to let you know that this year alone, not last year, 2020, over $304 million was collected from romance scams. Now just think about that. That is a ton of money. They're saying, right, that 2020 hit a record for how much money these individual scammers are collecting. That is insane. So over $300 million worth of money has funneled through these scammers. And that is just the money that they know of. So you got to remember, that could be double the amount. There could be money, in different types of currencies, and whether it's crypto or fiat, that is just, we don't even know. So that is just a rough estimate. And this was produced on February 10. That statistic was over $300 million. Which has been collected from these romance scammers. So the next thing I want to talk about is if you sent money or you're subject of a scam, it might be smart to change your account passwords. Change your account passwords. If you sent money, right, through a wire transfer or something, contact your bank, see if you can stop payment, withdraw, produce an amendment for that bank. These are terms that the bank can use. It's going to be called a recall or an amendment for your bank. See what they can do and let them know what happened, and your bank will also probably start an investigation too on the individual account that it was deposited in. If you need to, freeze your credit cards, because if they know a lot of information about you, and again, don't disclose your information to these people because they can try to steal your identity, which leads me to my next point, is to check your credit report. I'm not 100% familiar on how credit works in other countries outside the United States, but for everyone in the United States, check your credit report. Make sure no one's opening accounts in your names that you don't know about, and you would never know unless you check that credit report, which is linked to your social security number. All right. And the last thing I just wanted to touch on is, I can't harp it enough, do your own due diligence. Do your research. Research these people that you're talking to. It is your hard-earned money. Y'all work really, really hard for this money, and I would hate to have you give it a part of that $300 million that they stole from people by, wrapping them up in a nasty scam. And the worst part is the way they wrap people up, right? They try to fake love. They try to fake it until they can get everything they can out of you, just like a leech. And they just keep going. And once you show no interest, they drop you, they go to the next person, and they scam them. So do us a favor, everyone in the world, report this stuff when you get a chance. Please report it. Again, I'll drop the link below. I really hope this video was informative for you. And I will be trying to make some more over time, and I'll go into more of the crypto stuff later. But just be informed, know who you're talking to. Please report it if it happens to you, so you can save everyone else a heap of trouble, or we can shut those sites down where they're targeting them, okay? We can get them to stop doing that. Thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I hope you see you back here again. Thanks.